Hey everybody, Veritas Files here. The last video I did was on my British coins and it seemed to go over kind of well, so since I had some of my silver out, I thought I'd go ahead and do a video on some of my silver. This is just my Morgan dollars. They're all in the raw, so there's nothing in flips, nothing in slabs or anything like that. And here we go. Let's see. Take us back up to our 30,000 feet and take a look. These right here are all of my 21s. I don't know, my camera's a piece of crap, and so, you do it with what you got, but I don't know if you can see, there's a variety of quality. Some of them are really good, some of them are basically coal, and I've had a lot of them for a long time. Some of these were purchased back probably almost 15 years ago. So there you go. This is what they look like today. Some of them are AU. There's nothing in here that's BU really. But all of them are silver, which is the point, because of course I'm stacking these for the weight that they give me in silver. They also give me the advantage of not going numismatic, but having inherent numismatic value, because these are old and some portion of them get melted every single year. So they're constantly rising in value, increasing in rarity. This overall shape, pay no attention. Just consider this a ridiculous silver crop circle, courtesy of yours truly. I was just laying them out, and I didn't have any particular thing I was thinking about doing, but I just wanted them separated. Those are my 21s. These are anything from 1901 down to about 1883 or so, this particular pyramid here. Like I said, some of these are in better condition, I would say, than my 21s. Got quite a few AU. I think I've got an 1899 and an 1880 that are as close to BU as you're generally going to find without a slab. But there's quite a few of them. Altogether, I believe I have 147 out here on the table. Those are not all of my silver dollars, obviously, because I stack proportional. So, if you've read any of my comments, or I don't know if I've mentioned it in a video or not, but if I have 100 Morgan dollars, then I have 100 peace dollars, right? And I stick to that. And then if I have 100 peace and Morgans, that means I have, 400 half dollars spread out between the Kennedys and the Franklins and the Walking Liberties, which of course would mean that I have 800 quarters and approximately 2,000 dimes. And so I keep it that way. Those dimes are spread out between Mercuries and Rosies, but I did not bring my peace dollars, and I count everything up and recalculate the number of ounces I have about every 3 months. So I'm due to do that at the end of the year here, and so I have some silver that I will have purchased between the end of September and the end of December, and I haven't. That's not part of this. I haven't calculated that yet. So there's a few more, but right now there's 147 of these. I'm a little light on the quarters and dimes at this point. I need to start catching up there, because I don't think I have quite 2,000. But I'm closing. I'm well over the 500 ounce mark in terms of constitutional. I'm going to be closing in on 1,000 before too long. Is that the 1880 that I think that's the 1880. Really beautiful. You can see the cartwheel. I think, given this phone, who knows? But anyway, guys, I'm not making this video for any particular reason except to say, times are changing, and we're going to have to deal with them and adapt to them in various ways. The CBDC essentially has been launched, its pilot program. The rails for that program will be instituted probably in March of 2023. And forcing adoption is going to be primary, is going to be high on their list. And the only way that this is going to fail, and fall on its face and not be pushed through, is if enough of us are both able and willing to suffer, or to appear to suffer, by refusing to participate in any way, shape, or form. Now, I'm not going to tell you, everybody on here knows that I'm a Christian. If you don't, you haven't watched any of my videos, because that's what life is about. And if you don't understand that, you're missing out on 99% of what's important, because it's not this stuff here. Okay, this stuff is temporary. It's going to go away. It's going to burn up like all wood, hay, and stubble. It's not going to be forever. But your life after this life is forever. I really encourage you all to consider that. And while I'm thinking about it, shout out to Sean McDowell, his channel, and Cameron Bertuzzi, which I believe I think his channel is. I don't think it's Cameron Bertuzzi. I think it's called Capturing Christianity. If anybody wants to expand their mind or reconsider the things that they failed to consider when they were a kid going to church, I would check out those channels, because if you want to expand your mind and figure out what life is really about, factually, actually, and spiritually, those channels are a good place to start. Anyway, I'm not really here to preach or talk about that, but the reason I mentioned that is because when I talk about the CBDC, I have this an impression of the mark of the beast. Now, I'm not going to tell you that this CBDC is the mark of the beast, but as Smart Silver Stacker said recently, it's clear that many people are going to interpret it that way. And I would say you're probably safe to do so, not because it is the mark of the beast, but because it is at least at bare minimum, it is a precursor to that. And I'm telling you that we need this thing to fail, and fail hard, so that they do not go that route. And so it's going to fall on people like the Silver Stackers, like the Gold Stackers, like the people that know what's going on in our wake, the preppers, for example, who have saved cash, who have saved silver and gold, who have food and the things that they will need. It's going to take them absolutely refusing to participate and doing whatever they can do to help others to refuse to participate. Whatever they can do. You need to be willing to help others refuse. Just saying. It can't be all about you and your household. Yeah, it may mean you suffer more than you would have otherwise, but it can't be all about you and your household. It has to be about your family and your friends and your community, at least to some degree. Now, obviously, you can't do everything, and I wouldn't suggest that you do everything, but we all need to do something. And I would encourage you to prepare yourself to not be a part of that system. Now, it may be 2 years away, it may be 10 years away, it might be 20 years away. I have no idea. But I would not put it past them to try to crash the system, crank interest rates to 10, 15%, crash the system completely, and use that just like they're using this FTX Ponzi scheme thing that they did with cryptos. That was, by the way, being used as a slush fund for one political party. Even though both are corrupt, it is one that is the tip of the spear on this, and it is one that is corrupting the other party, and that is the Democratic Party. It was being used as a slush fund for them, and they are now using it, or its collapse, to institute these kinds of things. They're using it, the loss in money, the crisis, to put forward more tyranny. And everybody needs to be wise to this. I don't care what your political affiliation is or who you vote for or who you voted for. We got to wake up to reality, even if reality hurts, even if, oh, that's our party and we've always voted for them, even if you happen to think falsely that the other party's a bunch of racists, which is nonsense, because the real racists actually are in the Democratic Party. Think about all the people that they keep hooked on the system, essentially enslaving them. I mean, just guys at every level. It should be so obvious. They've nearly got the Republicans as corrupt as they are, and we're just hanging on by a thread. And there's very few Republicans that are even any good. I mean, so we are literally hanging by a thread. Special interests are everywhere, and the American people, they have to step up. If they don't, it's gone. In my opinion, at least in some sense, it's already gone, because we don't have legitimate elections at this point, as far as I can tell. Now that'll probably get me knocked off of YouTube, but the point is, we're right here at the end. We're right here at the end. When this falls over, and it's irretrievable, and things are irrevocably lost, you're gonna have what you have, and it's gonna be a real gut-wrenching, ball-busting exercise to just live to the next day, the next week, the next month, the next year. It's going to be horrendous for quite some time. And it doesn't get better until it gets so bad that everyone wants to die, essentially. I mean, it doesn't get better. It's going to get a lot worse. And, people just need to deal with the reality of this and prepare themselves. The more prepared you are, the less you will have to suffer, and the less those around you will have to suffer. Anyway, guys, I didn't mean this to be I tell you what, I really didn't mean this to be a doom and gloom. I did not. I actually came on here thinking about saying the first thing, Happy Thanksgiving. But, of course, that doesn't seem appropriate given what I've said. But I do hope you guys have a happy Thanksgiving, eat a lot of food, have a lot of fun, talk with friends and family, and don't stay focused on reality too much. Try to escape for a little bit, because we all need an escape every now and then. But then let's get back to work. Let's deal with reality and get ourselves prepared for a future that, if we don't take control of it, looks pretty dark. Take care, guys.